Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, it's Aiba.
I looked into Jin Furui's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there is no record of him ever having siblings.
What if the left and right half belong to different people?
I, of course, did consider it a possibility. But both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on the DNA results.
What if the body was frozen?
There are no signs of him ever having been frozen. That half-body was definitely alive until just recently. What?
I mean, the heart is in the left half of the body.
I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together.
No, there are no traces of that. And, were you two being serious? You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord were completely severed in two?
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on.
Which means the half-body...
Hold on, but this case...
But this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years ago.
Which means the half-body case isn't over yet. This isn't over yet.
6 years ago, I was 12. Oh yeah, what happened to my eye? Oh no, Did some investigation during my training. The information wasn't much better than info on the internet, so I couldn't get a full picture. Okay.
Hey, Aiba. How much do you know about the HB serial killings?
I want to crank up the... Don't you think it's wonderful you're talking about it? Yes. This is Aiba's room. You can communicate with Aiba, ask for life advice, or dress her in different clothes. Okay. Yes. An experienced AI will give you advice.
Worried about work?
I didn't mean to go here. I want to go back to the menu. I want to crank up the speed of the cursor. Oh, maybe the first... Oh, let's just both of them, actually. Let's like crank it up to 8. Let's try that. And then, how's the music? I mean, the music sounds pretty good. Maybe the sound effects, we can crank it up a little bit higher. Just a little bit. Okay.
As you know, my knowledge of the case is about the same as yours.
Okay, cool.
And due to poor connection, due to the explosion 6 years ago, I lost all of my memories from a few days before that point. I was unable to send or retrieve any backups.
What about you, boss?
Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported.
What about the stuff he didn't report?
I'm not a psychic. How would I know something that he didn't tell me?
Aiba, where's Ryuki now?
I've determined the location from Tama's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho.
Golden Yokocho. Once you can move to a different area, well, map will be displayed at the bottoms of the screen. Use the map. Got it. Triangle. Go. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on with memory problems? Brain disorder?
No, it's nothing.
Boss was invited here by Ma, a host from Kabuki show. Ma told her, let's go on this online show together. It looks so fun. But immediately after she showed up, she was sent a Nile message that read, sorry, something came up.
So in other words, he flaked on her.
Boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and begged her to find a replacement.
So she called up her obedient underling, huh? How convenient.
Yeah, you remember now?
Remember? You never told me anything about this Ma guy.
Ah, so Tama told you. After I asked her not to.
Who's in charge?
Well, there's no one else available, so would you mind taking care of it?
What? Me?
I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign to a rookie. But then again, you have a reliable partner with you.
I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation.
Sure.
It's Jin Furue, no doubt about it. He was like an advisor who represented the young talent. I saw him a lot on the news online. But this is so strange. Why just his right half?
How does it... Are we... Is this 6 years ago? I'm not sure. Boss looks the same. Oh, it is 6 years ago because Mizuki looks, I think she looks younger. Okay, let's try.
Mizuki Date, 12 years old.
Oh yeah, it is 6
Her
years ago.
former name is Okiura,
In the
but she was
past.
adopted by my superior officer, Kaname Date. That's why I've met her a few times before.
Like the time you carried Date home on your back after he had one too many rounds.
I don't know. Not his guardian, you know. He got all giddy about taking a long vacation. He's probably at a cabaret club in Meguro right now, pouring some ponzu on that Reika chick's fat thighs. What? Isn't it obvious? Iris is totally freaking out. When are you letting me? That other detective said you still had questions you needed to ask. Of course. Jin Furue, right? I've seen him online a bunch of times.
I know her name, without asking. Iris Sagan. I was introduced before the show started, and...
She was involved in the new Cyclops serial killings that happened last November. You read the reports.
Yeah, so I know enough about what happened. Mr. Date was also on that case.
Does she look... I already talked to the other detective. Teleportation.
What?
That body teleported here from a parallel world, but only half of his body was able to make it through. That's why he was split in half.
Jeez.
The ticker at the top, I don't know if it's just for like comedic relief or if you get bored, it's like, alright, whatever. Just scrolling. Okay, she's trembling. MoMA.
His name is Moma Kumakura. He's a leader of the Kumakura gang, which is under the Ujisaki family.
I know. The Kumakuras are known for being peculiar, but why is their leader at a live...
That's a great question. Isn't he like a comedic relief? Isn't this guy like
Oh, you
silly?
mean Shinpei.
Shinpei?
Shinpei Wagai. That's his name. He was one of our members until just recently.
Was?
He went clean. Left the life completely.
And where is he now?
Who knows? The moment he saw the corpse, he flew out of the room, white as a sheet. He's probably puking into a toilet somewhere. Anyway, it's real fucked up. Even people in my world wouldn't kill someone so gruesomely. That bastard. Scaring Tessa like this. Whoever did this better make sure the cops get to him before I do.
We work in the same building and you don't know my name. Can't blame you, Metro PD Major Crimes. Huh. I already know all about you, Kurita Ryuki. Due to your excellent marks, you skipped a few grades at an elite private university and graduated it. Afterward, you went through training at Police Academy for 15 months and were accepted into Abyss last summer. It's incredibly rare for anyone to get into Abyss without... Don't tell me you slept your way in with Boss.
Of course I didn't. I took the formal exam and boss acknowledged my abilities.
You mean your endurance? You're a young guy. Yeah, Boss definitely seems more into the marathons than the sprints.
What are you talking about?
Well, Ryuki, when a man and a woman love each other very much,
You don't have to explain it. I get it.
Unfortunately, nothing yet. HQ still hasn't gotten any reports about the half-body being found. Hell, maybe it's never going to be found. What if that body crossed over time and space to get here?
No?
Please!
Looks like he's...
Yeah.
Is it true that It's hard to...
It's all right now, because I am here! Half might! Half for all! We are full-time heroes!
You okay, Mr.? I feel like you aren't exactly a...
What? Ryuki can sometimes often get weird like this. He isn't doing well mentally if one of my jobs is to support him. Okay.
Jin Furue? Yes, of course I know about him.
Furue?
I actually follow him on Twitter. He
Twitter?
cuts through all the BS of the modern world.
Twitter.
He's insightful.
Okay.
Well...
What? You still haven't taken
Easier said. Most of the blood was drained from the body, so we have no choice but to take samples from the organs. Wait, hey, this is...
What do you mean?
I mean, you're right.
So?
So? You could be traumatized.
I'm fine.
Anyway... Well, there you have it.
So in other words... Fray to free?
Fray can mean battle, tatter, ravel, or strain. Free is self-explanatory.
To set free, or release.
So the phrase could mean something like, fight to set free.
Do I have to scan this QR code?
We're both going after the culprit together.
What? My name...
I see.
Oh, this is the Kagami guy.
It's Kagami.
Kagami.
Hey. I told...
Okay. Big camera. Heavy door. Nothing suspicious. Okay, who else do we have to talk to now?
What's with that QR code?
The thing is, there seems to be an error in the Abyss communication system. We're having issues getting online.
What? Come on.
What? You got a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Alright, let's check the face.
The identity of the deceased has been confirmed through facial recognition. Jin Furue, 29 years old, the CEO of Music Food Co. Ltd. He's also an executive at several IT firms, consultation companies, investment firms, and advertising agencies. His columns and essays are featured in various magazines and online media. He's quite a successful author. Wait.
What is it?
This might not be related to the case, but I just thought of something. Ryuki, would you mind moving closer to the body?
He's missing one of his back teeth.
Yes, the first molar of his upper jaw was completely removed from its root. Judging by the impression left in the gums, it looks like it was removed just recently.
What? Okay.
The estimated time of death was about 40 hours ago. Today is February 10th, current time 2200, which means he died around 6 o'clock February 9th.
Yesterday morning.
There's hardly any blood left in his body. His body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing the ground. Blood naturally flowed out as a result, leaving the cut surprisingly clean and visible. The cut appears to have been made by something far thinner than paper.
Thinner than paper?
For example, something with zero thickness, like a 2D surface.
There's no such...
What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut.
The heck, I'm reading the text. Among scientific bonds, there is a intramolecular bond which uses what? Intramolecular bonds are stronger there. So when something is cut in half, it is usually the intermolecular bond that is severed. However, Jin Ferru's body was severed at the What? Intramolecular bonds are stronger than intermolecular bonds. Okay. Oh, am I gonna remember this like in a day or two? Absolutely not. Okay.
By the way, Ryuki, there's something about the corpse's head that's been bothering me.
What's this?
It's an enlarged picture of Jin's temporal region, near the back of his head. It's hard to see because of the hair in the way, but there are signs of traumatic subcutaneous hematoma. In other words, there's bruising. I think he got hit with a blunt object.
Someone hit him from behind?
Probably. But I don't think this is a fatal wound. There's no damage to the skull or brain itself. And as you can clearly see, his cause of death was being split in half. There are no other visible wounds besides the head trauma. He must have been cut in two while he was alive.
Is this like sign stuck in his like abdomen, stomach area? Why did the first molar fall out? Okay. Is there anything else? That's decorations. No, I guess we never talked to the host.
I think he introduced himself to me before the show started. His name was Andes Kameji, I think.
That's his stage name, of course. His real name is Yoneharu Enda. He's a comedian.
I'd never heard of him before. He must not be very good.
Oh, and I suppose you can do better, asshole.
Whoa.
What do you know about comedians? Listen, comedians are all doing their best so they can bring people joy. And here you are, just...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's a sensitive subject for Tama.
Are you still out of it, Mr. Ryuki? This is Studio Devaita in Minato Roppongi. It's a rental studio mostly used for live streaming, filming, that kind of thing. Did you really not understand what you were getting into when you agreed to this?
We arrived here right as the stream was about to begin. They made us sit in the contestant seat right away without telling us anything.
Well, the title of our show is right there.
Faith to Face, our special 6-hour live stream marathon, brought to you by Amabi TV.
We cut the stream, of course, but the cameras should have been running when that body appeared. I'm sure all of Japan, or even the world tuning in on the internet, is in shock right now.
Ryuki, I've got a connection. The QR code link. It leads to a ViewCube page.
ViewCube? You mean...
Yes, the video streaming site.
Whose account does the channel belong to?
No idea. It was registered using an alias.
Okay. Open it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please open it?
That's better.
Interesting.
What's wrong, Ryuki?
Oh. What? Huh. Yes.
Hey.
Freaking out. Wait, did I view that video in my eyeball? I think I'm wearing like a contact lens, which is how I'm able to see Tama, right? Or is it like an implant? Is there like a microchip in my head where I can communicate with the AI? Or I guess is the game calls it.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Low-key, that QR code probably leads to a YouTube page. Owned by Chunsoft. What? Usually people run and grab like a, fire extinguisher. Just standing there is not really... Yeah. Especially in a studio environment. Team Zero Escape presents...
It's Brahmin.
Somehow I remember this place.
Yeah,
This
I've been here a bunch of times. Ryuki is supposed to be here?
I'm certain of it.
Okay, let's go in.
Could have sworn this is in a different game. Maybe the same game. Alright. Ganesha.
It's a picture of Ganesha, the Hindu god. Ganesha is worshipped as the god of wealth, especially by merchants.
Yes.
Jin Furue's other half was found. The other side of his corpse. The one we couldn't find 6 years ago. What do you think that means?
Yeah, what'd she say?
The time of his death was around... Answer me, Ryuki! You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Make it a side part, please.
Ugh. Just what kind of dream is he having?
Now we jump to the present day.
How should I know?
Should we try wink syncing?
Forget it. It'd just be a wasted battery.
They're gone. I don't... Maybe to the mirror world?
What?
Okay, the sound effects are kind of cooked. Let's turn it down. One. by 1. Like that.
Genny, being this man? Full name, Gen Ishiogane. I met him several times in the past when I was in Date's left eye socket.
Yeah, Genny is the owner of this fusion restaurant, Ramen. He runs it all by himself without hiring any help. But where could he be? It's not like him to leave his customers like this. Ryuki, please, tell me about 6 years ago. I want to know all about what happened back then. The HB case and the explosion are related. If I can solve the HB case, maybe I can figure out where he is.
Date?
I'll take a double shochu curry shot.
This is futile, Mizuki. Ryuki's blood alcohol level is 0.32%. He is quite intoxicated. In fairness, the reason he's like this now is because of that incident. He had psychological issues before, but the events of the case deepened his condition. As you can see, he now spends his days drowning himself in alcohol.
So if we solve this case, we might be able to heal his trauma?
It's possible.
Then it's all the more reason for him to help. For his own sake, too.
Still, I doubt he would wake up even if you cut his eyelids off. What will you do?
Isn't it obvious? I'll sync with him.
Hold on. We're just chilling right now. Oh, this is pretty cheap, isn't it? I like the vibe. Alright, let's go. We are going where? Going to the HQ? Oh. Oh yeah, this guy. This guy. Peter. His real name is Futa Amanoma. Genius engineer, he manages the sync system and other machines. He is also Aiba's creator and takes care of her maintenance.
Wait, you didn't see her at the stadium?
I did, but she's not back yet?
Of course not. This is Boss we're talking about. She's probably at a host club in Kabukicho, licking the salt off her 3rd tequila shot right about now. I know. I got the report. Jin Furroway's right half was found in Studio DeVita 6 years ago. The other half was found at the stadium today, correct? But the corpse's estimated time of death was around 12 today. No signs of the body having been frozen, and Jin doesn't have any twins. The theory of the right and left half belonging to different people was debunked earlier, too.
What do you mean?
We got the DNA results. The DNA extracted from Jin's right half 6 years ago. The base sequence was an exact match with the left half that was found. A 100% match. The right half was found 6 years ago on February 10th. Today is also February 10th. What could it mean? Mizuki, do you really... What I mean is, you haven't gotten permission from Boss, have you? I understand how you feel, Mizuki. I'm sure you want to solve the HB case more than anyone. After all, you lost 2 very precious things due to that incident. Date, of course,